Thanks very much for speaking to us. Are the incidences of swine flu contained in the Mfuleni area only?
Thank you very much. As far as we can ascertain, it seems to be confined just to Mfuleni, but we do have animal health technicians that are already in the area, and we're trying to ascertain and determine whether the owners and small farmers have actually sold pigs out. So far we haven't had reports from other surrounding small farmer areas.
Is it unusual to see swine flu cases in the Western Cape?
Absolutely. I think the last time we had an outbreak of African swine fever was in the 1930s in the Western Cape. To be honest, we sort of have been anticipating that we might eventually get it here because it has been circulating in the rest of the country since about 2017, and there have been outbreaks in literally all the provinces now, and we've sort of the last province for it to arrive in, unfortunately.
What danger does swine flu pose to pigs and other livestock?
As far as other livestock, there is no problem, but for pigs, generally, it is a highly fatal disease, although what we're seeing this time, it seems to be manifesting slightly differently. It's not causing the mass mortalities which we would have expected, and so we suspect that it actually may have been here for already probably at least 2 months, according to what the smallhold farmers are telling us when the pigs first started dying. Normally, because you'd have mass die-offs, people would report it to us very quickly. But this time, I think because it's been the odd pig here and there, it's taken them a long time to actually report it to us, and we weren't aware. And we only actually last week were made aware of it through the SPCA.
And does that indicate that it's spreading at a reduced rate, or that it's not quite as fatal, although it might be spreading?
I think it's still spreading, you're correct, and seen as it's actually spread around the whole country. Because under normal circumstances, this disease is restricted up into the north of the country, sort of in your warthog area. But with people moving pigs and obviously warthogs, or the new farms being established, it slowly spread literally across the country down to us in the space of, difficult to say, but within a couple of years, which is unusual for a disease of this nature. It is not appearing to be as fatal. Looking at the mortality rate at the moment with the figures we've received back from our technicians, we're looking at about a 20% mortality, whereas normally it can hit 80 to 90% mortality.
Is there any danger to humans of meat being consumed from a pig that had been infected but hadn't died?
If the pig is still healthy, definitely not. If they've recovered, we are a little bit concerned, I think, because it's sort of related to the culture of the people. When a pig starts looking sick before it dies, they tend to slaughter it and eat it then, which concerns us a lot from a veterinary public health issue, but there's not really much we can do about it. So recovered pig and a healthy pig, no problem at all.
And what containment measures have been put in place?
We are visiting each and every individual farmer, which is taking a while. We've probably done about a quarter of the farmers, but they're a very organized group of farmers. They have a WhatsApp group, they have a committee of 6, and we've spoken to them several times, and we're on their WhatsApp group. So everybody is informed not to move pigs out of the area, and we have alerted through our Joint Operations Committee, the local police as well, and traffic officers, that to try and stop them moving pigs from the area. But if they're doing it at night or, under cover of other things, or just moving pig products out, it's very difficult to detect. But we have requested, and we've actually given them sort of a thing that they are under quarantine and that they shouldn't move any animals, whether pigs or cattle, from the area.
Well, thank you very much for your time and for speaking to us. That was Gary Buhrmann from the Western Cape Agriculture Department.